What are the best neighborhoods to buy in the Austin area? Jeremy Knight, the Knight Group, your favorite Austin realtor. Coming up with this list is hard because depending on where you look, there's a lot of really great neighborhoods in the Austin area. Are you looking for schools? Are you looking for walkability? Are you looking to maybe just young and single and want to live in a great area where there's lots of nightlife to do? You know, what's interesting, as you get further away from downtown Austin, you start to get away from the walkability and it becomes more suburban, and that happens in most cities. So today I'm gonna start going through the top 20 list. Drop a comment below. I wanna hear from you. What are the best neighborhoods? Do you live in a neighborhood that you love? Have you just heard crazy things about specific neighborhoods? Drop comments below. We wanna hear from you because it is quite important to get your feedback so everyone has an opportunity to learn in these videos. And if you haven't, subscribe. Since I don't wanna make this a 45-minute video, I'm only gonna start with the top 5 and the top 20, and I will keep putting out subsequent videos, so stay tuned for those. Now let's quantify this list a little bit. I'm gonna start with the best walkable neighborhood, then we're gonna go schools, prices, things to do outdoors, and my personal just favorite, and that's all just me. Okay, so let's start most walkable. We're gonna start down south in 78704, and this is the Zilker Park area. So you have Zilker, Bolden Creek, Travis Heights, South Lamar, St. Edwards, Barton Hills. All of this area is super walkable because there's so many restaurants, nightlife, and things to do in this area. So if you're somebody that's looking to maybe has a family, you wanna live close to downtown, great spot, great location. If you want to be, walkable for nightlife, there's lots of nightlife. The schools are still rated an A+ for this area. So you got good schools, walkability to downtown, great location, nightlife. The challenge is if you're going to be looking in this area, if you're finding a condo or a 2-2, you're looking in the 400s for a condo. The median sales price in this area is actually close to 900,000. So it is going to cost you between really 900 for a small bungalow. Like, here's a good idea. So this is on Village Court, listed at 879, 1900 square foot, 3-bedroom, 3-bath. So this is a good indication of what you're gonna get. Overall, if you're gonna wanna be in this area, plan to be $1.5 million to $2.5 million to get in the better schools in this neighborhood and location. But you can rent in this area. You can find a lot of cool stuff in this area. Let's go to the next on this list and let's go to schools. Now, I went through so many lists and I found this one on niche.com, Nietzsche, whatever you want to call it. And it has said, and I have long said, that Eanes ISD is the best school district in the Austin area. I actually live in Dripping Springs. So Dripping Springs is 3 on this list, and that's above AISD. So majority of Austin is AISD, but you have Leander right above Dripping Springs. Then you have Lake Travis at number 4, and then you have Round Rock number 5, and then you get down to Austin ISD, which is 7th. So Eanes ISD, that puts us in the 78746 zip code. Now you're gonna get some walkability in this neighborhood depending on where you live, but really what you're getting is the location, and then you are getting lakeside homes in here. But if you want a lakeside home, you're gonna be in the, quite a few millions. The median price in this area right now is around $1.8 million. And just searching around on my list right here, you're gonna be in the mid 2 million price point to be in this area. So this isn't necessarily an affordable area if you're looking for affordability, but if you want a good school district, you wanna be close to downtown, really like $2.5 million is gonna get you something like this. This is a 3,100 square foot, 5-bedroom, 3-bath for $2.4 million. And just scrolling through some of the photos of this home, has been updated, so you are getting a little bit of an updated home. Now you're gonna get a mix of new and used homes in this zip code because a lot of these homes are like this one from 1964, but has been renovated. Now let's talk community amenities in the Southwest region. Now there's a lot of like outdoor stuff to do in a lot of these areas. Like if you were to be near Oak Hill, like Travis Country would be a great spot because you have the Greenbelt right behind you. Southwest Parkway is beautiful. There's a lot of stuff out there. Barton Creek is also quite beautiful if you're looking at just serene hill country views. Now, schools out in Barton Creek aren't rated as high because you're going to the Oak Hill schools there. as you would be Eanes, for example. So I know a lot of people actually take their kids to private school, and actually there's quite a few private schools in the Barton Hills area. Now, this isn't one of the ones on my list, but I'm just showing you, you're at 5.5, 5.9, $3 million. So you're going to be in the multi-millions. But a neighborhood I would recommend for best communities is going to be Circle C. Why Circle C? Circle C has 4 pools, so that's a big draw for people. There's lots of pocket parks and parks here. And Circle C, really, if you're looking at the map here, is only about 20 to 25 minutes from downtown, depending on rush hour traffic. I've said in the past it's 15 minutes and people freaked out. I get to downtown in 15 minutes, but that's just me. This neighborhood I've talked about a lot. I used to live in Circle C. Great schools. If you look at the school ratings for 78739, it is an A+ on niche.com. You go to the Bowie High School district, so a lot of people like that. So I would say Circle C for best as far as just location and community. Now, there are 4 pools. Back during the pandemic, they had some of those closed, which was a problem, but I'll still hang my hat on the fact that Circle C is one of the better neighborhoods for just community life. Now, if you're looking in Circle C right now, the prices are going to be higher than maybe another neighborhood on this list, which we will do affordability next. Really, like, this is Avania, which is part of Circle C. You're looking at 800 to 900, 1.3 for depending on where you're going to be. You can also find really nice luxury homes like this one on Bernia for $2.3 million. Yet getting in this neighborhood, I would say the median right now is right around 859 to 875. And here's an example of what you would get. This one's 900, listed at 2,700 square foot for a 5-bedroom, 3-bath. And these are a little bit newer homes. This one's a 2014 home. So that's kind of what you're going to get in Circle C. Now, there are elements of Circle C that are like 1990s homes. So they're kind of outdated, you know, as far as like haven't been updated. So that's something to think about. Now, let's talk about neighborhoods that are maybe a little more affordable. Now, when I look at the affordability, a lot of people are looking under 500. So if we're looking southwest, that can be a problem to find homes under that 500. Maybe you're looking over in Oak Hill. Oak Hill, just looking around right here, you got homes in the 499, 459. This one's 795. If we go on the east side of Mopac, a neighborhood I really like is Sendera. They don't really have much on the market right now, but under 500 would get you a 1,700 square foot home, 3.2. If we go just north of that to Maple Run, we are finding homes, and part of Maple Run does go to the Bowie schools or Bowie High School, so that is A+, which is a higher rated school. This is what you're gonna get, like Alexandria, 1,200 square foot, 3.2 for 544. They also have like this one right here on Maui, still 1,200 square foot for 440. Maple Run's not bad because you are close to downtown, a little bit closer than Circle C. But the thing with like Maple Run doesn't have any amenities, whereas if you go just on the other side into Sendera does have a pool. So those are things to think about. So I would say for affordability wise, maybe Maple Run into Sendera. There's also, I mean, I like looking more east of this area because you have like Tanglewood Forest, you have homes in the $499 price point. Cherry Creek right here, you can find pretty decent homes under 500. So like here's a good example. Here's 1,600 square foot for $460. Now that one might be a little outdated. Some of these homes are gonna be a little bit older, just to think about. I'm gonna say this kind of little pocket right here, a neighborhood that I think is pretty affordable and pretty nice is this area right here, Hollow at Slaughter Creek. You can find a newer, like 2014-15 home, 1,800 square foot. This one's listed at $500,000. Kind of give you an idea what you get in this area. And this is nice because you're not too far from South Park Meadows. So let's talk about outdoors and things to do outdoors. I really do think that Barton Creek's going to be a good spot for you, but some people are going to be like, Jeremy, that's just out of control expensive. So I'm going to go a little further west, and I'm going to say my favorite neighborhood is probably Belterra, High Point, or maybe even down into Parton Ranch. The property taxes out here compared to like Circle C. Circle C is like a 2.2 tax rate. I didn't even give you a tax rate for the other areas, but you're gonna be around the areas we've talked about, around 2% tax rate, except for Westlake, which is gonna be about 1.6 tax rate. Keep in mind though, the taxes will be higher because the homes are valued more. But High Point has a great community center, great schools. You go to Sycamore, you go to Dripping Springs schools, which if you go to here, Dripping Springs is number 3 on this list as far as best ISDs over Austin ISD. I would say probably High Point, Belterra. You get a lot of community involvement things. You can find a home in the under 800 price point. You can get like a nice 3.2 for 750, even 650 that I've seen on this list. So what do you think about this list so far? I kind of really give you like 10, but we called it 5. So stay tuned. If you want to see more of these videos, you're gonna have to see the second one. Make sure you subscribe. See you in the next video.